We're back. And I'm back, by the way, with Noah,
Hi.
one of our premier artists here on Dungeons and Dragons Online. Thanks very much for taking a minute with me, Noah.
Yeah, no problem.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much are you like a gnome?
How much am I like a gnome?
Yes.
I'm kind of short, so I guess I have that going for me. And I don't know. Other than that, I don't really think I'm very gnome-like.
The reason I bring that up is because you have really just spent the last, 3 months or so
Yeah,
of your time
yeah.
just pretty much being a gnome full time on the art side. So that involves doing what? Like hairs and noses and beards and all the rest.
It involved a lot of stuff. I started by basically drawing out a concept for what I wanted gnomes to look like in DDO, and then I had to come up with basically all the variations of gnomes. So it wasn't just coming up with like, hey, what does one gnome look like? It's also coming up with what are all the noses for them? What are all the eyes, the mouth, the hairstyle, stuff like that. So I was drawing that out initially to figure out kind of the direction I was going in, and then I was actually modeling and texturing the stuff as well.
Awesome. So, can I ask what was some of your inspiration on that? I mean, clearly 3.5, Dungeons and Dragons was a big inspiration, but what else is out there?
I looked at the art from 3.5. I also looked at the art from 5th edition, and then I just also was looking at other references online for different people's takes on gnome and just trying to come up with something that felt true to our game.
Cool. So and you do this, is it Maya? Is that really what you guys use?
It's Maya, and it's also Photoshop. I also use 3D Code. I don't know if these will mean anything to people, but
we're talking to a highly technical audience here, so.
Yeah, modeling is in Maya, but then what really sells it is the textures. And textures I was doing in a mix of Photoshop and also 3D Coat, which basically lets you take a model and draw directly on it.
Very cool. All right, so now that Gnome is on the cusp of being out, we're currently planning to debut Update 30 on Monday. That's basically sort of kind of the equivalent of a painter putting their art on presentation, right?
Yeah.
So are you nervous?
I mean, I was definitely like a bit nervous at points. Like when we had the first screenshot of Gnome, I was like looking at the forums and seeing what people were saying, and it's definitely kind of like weird because you get like a bit attached to what you're working on, and then you see all these people and they're like, "Oh, I didn't think it would look that way, or I thought it would look another way." But I feel pretty confident with how it ended up coming out at the end, and yeah, I know not everybody's gonna be happy. I know it's impossible to like make something that everybody is like, oh, this is totally what my personal vision for Gnome was, but I hope I did do work that ultimately people will enjoy, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so I guess one of the last sort of comments I had here is that when people run the anniversary quest, you are the quest giver.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you actually got the chance to, in case you're wondering why the quest giver has pink hair, well, there you go.
Hi. Yeah.
So that's got to be kind of cool too, huh?
Yeah, no, it was fun to make the gnome version of myself, Noah. Yeah.
Noah, yeah.
Yeah.
I should also mention just real quick, how did you end up getting this position? How did you get your start here with Turbine?
So I went to an art school called Ringling and majored in game art and design, and basically, I don't know, started getting experience there with making art for video games, and through that and having a portfolio and getting in touch with people here, I was able to get a job here.
Yeah. Now, and you're actually, if I could say right, you're from Israel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, how long have you been in the United States?
Most of my life. I was born in Israel, but we moved to the U.S. when I was 3.
Okay.
So I speak Hebrew at home, and that's kind of cool. And we've gone to Israel a lot because my family, all my relatives are there except for my close, like my parents and my sister. but all the extended family is in Israel, so we go fairly often, I guess. But I grew up here.
Yeah, nice. Anything else you want to add?
Not really.
All right, get back to your desk.
Awesome.
You happen to sit next to me. Wave everyone happy 10th anniversary, DDL.
Happy 10th anniversary.
Yeah, thanks, Noah. Really appreciate it.
No problem. Bye.
All right, so I'm assuming